Good evening, everyone. My name is Emma Cormack and I'm the Programme Coordinator in Loreto College, Cavan. Tonight's information session is on the Transition Year Programme. Over the next few weeks, your daughter will have to decide whether this programme is for her. During this presentation, you will get information about TY, but also you'll hear from the student voices that are currently in TY. Senior Cycle is delivered through four main programmes in schools. So that includes Transition Year, the established Leaving Cert, the LCA, and the Leaving Cert Vocational Programme. The Senior Cycle offers young people an opportunity to thrive now and into the future, building on knowledge, skills, and values. And TY is also part of this Senior Cycle review. Your daughter has now come to a junction in her educational journey in Loreto College. Doing TY is a big decision, and equally, not doing TY is a big decision. Many students choose to do TY because maybe of their age profile, because they're young, or it gives them time to mature. It gives them a break from the junior cycle maybe. They maybe make better choices at subject choices at senior cycle. Many want to seek work experience because they're not quite sure. I've used this Latin term often when I'm talking about transition year, carpe annum, which means seize the year. It is an opportunity for students to learn new knowledge and skills, and I often say to students, whatever you put into TY is what you'll get out of it. I've just inserted this slide just to explain that doing TY is really important and that it's really important to show up and to attend school. I suppose many people feel because it's not the pressure of exams, of the junior cycle or senior cycle, that it's not important. It is. It really is an opportunity for your daughter to work on her strengths and weaknesses in transition year and to build up the necessary skills and knowledge that she requires to help her through the senior cycle. So Transition Year is a one-year school-based programme, which means that it's designed by the teachers, the community and the students themselves between junior cycle and senior cycle. And it's designed to bridge that gap and helps the transition then from more dependent learning at junior cycle to more independent, self-directed learning that is required at senior cycle. The whole purpose of TY is to provide a space for students to grow and mature. Students will acquire skills that will help them to become more confident and independent, self-directed learners. They will also have several opportunities throughout the year to be involved in teamwork or team skills, and they will develop maturity in terms of the world of work. I do think it's really important when the school is planning a TY curriculum that there's a balance in the programme. So we're emphasising timetable classes as well as TY experience. And many people talk about the TY activities, but we have to strike the balance. We do have to have regular class, we have to work on curriculum, we have to have class-based learning as well as the nice stuff as they call it. So the core subject areas in TY are English, Irish, Maths, your language, French or German, and religion. And you will study those 2 hours per week. You also will have careers, PE, and SPHE. So if you think about it, on average, the average TY student will have 60 hours of extra tuition going forward into senior cycle, particularly of those core subjects of English, Irish, Maths. There is an opportunity as well in the transition year programme to be involved in a German exchange. Miss Murphy is our German teacher who arranges the German exchange with another school. It would be an optional fee if the student is interested in partaking. TY is an opportunity to experience senior level subjects, and students will have to decide whether they want to study these at senior cycle. The great advantage of having done TY is that they will have received the results of their junior cycle in October. So they get to sample all the subjects at senior cycle on offer in the school. It would be on a module basis or it rotates. So there's many subjects as well on the timetable that are uniquely TY. So for example, we do digital literacy, which is something that they will really need going forward into senior cycle, with many of the senior level subjects moving to 40% project work and many of it digital. And we also concentrate on developing their leadership skills. So we do the GAA Future Leaders Programme. We do law, European studies. But two new things that is appearing on next year's timetable, again, part of this senior cycle review, is sustainable development. And a TY is also a great space to actually do once-off activities such as field trips, workshops, and various programs. Every year is different. Say, for example, our current TYs, they actually went to the ploughing this year. I had first aid, a workshop where they all have a certificate, and we have a forensics workshop coming up before Christmas. It changes every year, so no program is the same. But you can see here from the list of the various activities that we have been involved in, and they will be quite similar going forward. I just inserted this slide just to show you the outside organisations that we work with, and many of the students will be involved in courses which are certified. I think it's really important that they're building their profile, their own career profile, and all of these programs and certs will help them complete a CV at the end of the year. Part of the highlight of transition year for many of the students is that everyone does the Bronze Award, and it's a leadership program. It ends with an adventure trip. We usually go to Bundoran, where students will go on a trek and they will learn how to surf. And at the end of the year, each student is awarded a Bronze Award. In TY, students will have an opportunity to go on a school tour. Details of this trip are not yet finalised, and students and parents will be notified in due course. The cost of the tour is not included in the TY fee, and it is entirely optional. Now I want to talk about work experience. And work experience is really important in the transition year programme, and it occurs every Friday. It's up to each student to seek their own work placement, and I would advise at least 3 placements throughout the school year. The average 15-year-old nowadays will have 17 different jobs. So employers are looking for people that are flexible, that take initiative, and that they can adapt to change. So these are characteristics. So in careers, they will be preparing for the world of work, and throughout other subjects as well, they will be doing skills audits, setting goals, and they will be doing job search, researching various pathways to get into various jobs. And at the end of the year, hopefully they will have compiled an excellent CV where they have at least gained references from their work placements as well. We also finish the end of year with an interview skills workshop where students are interviewed on their year and on their work experience. For some of the work placements, students will require to be Garda vetted. You can only be Garda vetted once you reach the age of 16, and this is organised through the school. Students will be given information on this on their induction day in September, and in advance maybe of the summer if they turn 16. You will need to be Garda vetted for a lot of workplaces such as creches, nursing homes and national schools. Presentation, you're going to hear from some of the TY students who are presently in the transition year programme.
In TY, we get to learn about how to set up a mini company. We then get to use our innovation to create a product with a group of friends and sell your product at the school Christmas markets. We can also enter our product into the student enterprise competition. Work experience helps give students a clear path of careers or college courses that will better suit your likes, dislikes, strengths and weaknesses. You get to meet new people, try new things and begin to plan for your future.
We get to work in multiple industries and narrow down what we want to do in the future.
The good thing about TY is that we aren't always in the classroom. We have a lot of days out, like this year we have been to the ploughing, a play and the Cavan Adventure Centre.
In TY we get to go on a ski trip with our friends and bond with other students. We appreciate getting the chance to travel abroad and experience new countries.
In TY we get to try different subjects which will help us decide on subjects for the senior cycle. These subjects include
the sciences such as chemistry, ag, biology and physics and other subjects like law and heritage studies.
We get the chance to enter different competitions such as Junketure and Beat Young Scientist. They are both amazing opportunities for everyone to experience.
In TY we get to go to different places and experience new things with our friends. This year we've got to go kayaking, diving and cycling.
I'm an exchange student from Spain and TY helped me a lot to meet new Irish people and to learn loads of things of Ireland.
In TY you get to try new things such as Goshka, where you experience different activities in your community which can help with your confidence, especially when talking to new people.
In TY we get the opportunity to do hobbies outside of school because we have the time to focus on ourselves and what we love to do the most.
I find TY really helpful as I have my own time to develop new skills that I will need for the future, such as learning a new language.
In TY we get the chance to become a sports prefect and help out with the different team sports and learn about them. This is a good chance to become a leader.
In TY you get to focus on well-being and to take a break from the academic side of school and really enjoy your outside of school activities such as sport.
In TY you join a new base class. This is a great way to mix with students and make new friends for the last 2 years of school.
This experience of learning will be varied throughout the year. Students will be involved in individual tasks as well as projects, including digital and non-digital skills. They will also be involved in portfolio creation, activities that promote physical and emotional well-being, personal growth or a challenge, and they will have opportunities to speak and present in class, in public, and at interviews. There are 3 elements to reporting now in TY. We have the student TY portfolio, we have the student reflection, and of course the school reports as normal. All 3 elements will work together. They're intended to be a part of a broader picture of learning and development of the student during TY. It will recognise their progress throughout the year. The student's TY portfolio can be digital or a physical portfolio, and it can be a powerful tool for capturing the unique experience of the TY programme that the student has had. The purpose of the portfolio is to give students the opportunity to apply reflective and critical thinking of their experiences across the year. The number of classes each year is determined by the Board of Management and the Department of Education and Science. For the last few years, we've had 4 classes in transition year. The TY application form is available today from the school, and the policy is also available on the school website. The deadline for receipt of applications to TY is the 8th of January 2025. If we are oversubscribed, a lottery will take place on the 11th of January 2025, and then TY places will be offered via Tyro on the 17th of January 2025. The closing date for acceptance or refusal is Friday the 24th of January 2025. The cost of doing TY is €400, and a €200 deposit will be required to hold your daughter's place if offered on the 24th of January 2025. Another 2 payments of €100 each will be required by the end of May. This does not include the school expenses, or it does not include things like the skiing trip, if that happens, or the German exchange. The €400 covers materials and portfolio work. It also covers courses that we run in the school, such as the first aid, the Microsoft Office. It covers transport and the adventure sports. Thanks for joining me this evening, and if you have any questions regarding the transition year programme, please email the school office at office@loretocavan.ie for my attention. I'll be happy to answer them. Take care. Thank you.